Hi there, welcome to my views on news. Two news stories. Firstly, it seems that the talks between rival TPLF groups have completely collapsed. It was announced by uh, by a party which was mediating between the two sides. Secondly, Somaliland's foreign minister today talked about MOU with Ethiopia. It was being said that the new Somaliland government might not be interested in implementing the MOU with Ethiopia. Abdirahman took office last month. What did the foreign minister say? Is Somaliland still committed to the MOU? Has MOU been discarded? Has it been frozen? What did the new foreign minister say? Let's start, viewers. Firstly, Tigray General Tadesse Varede held a press briefing today. Oh, that two TPLF wings, two groups have been in dispute for several months, led by Gita Choreda and Debretsion Gabri Mikhail. Several attempts have been made to mediate between the two sides. Tigray's civil society, Tigray's religious elders, Tigray's security officials tried to mediate. Federal government also invited the two parties to Addis Ababa. The two parties met with the Ethiopian Prime Minister. No solution could be found, but at least contacts were ongoing, and it was being said that maybe the two will agree on some common ground to solve the political issues. Where they, when he held a press briefing today, announced that talks between the two sides, negotiation, two sides failed. This announcement of failure is alarming. It shows that talks are not ongoing, or there is no optimism if there are any contacts between the two sides. Where they did not blame one party for the collapse of talks. It seems that he blamed both the parties. And he blamed the leaders of the two sides. The positions taken by the two sides are so extreme now that reconciliation is very difficult to be achieved. I said that months ago. TPLF Debretsion is calling Gita Choreda a puppet of the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. And Getachew group calls TPLF an agent of foreign elements working against Tigray's interests, looting Tigray's resources. They're accusing each other of corruption, of undermining Tigray's interests. I don't think they can now be part of the same political party. The Bratskian group mistrusts Gita Choreda group. This group wants to weaken, dismantle TPLF. Getachew Sadkan, definitely they want to have alternative political players to flourish in Tigray. So mistrust is so deep that reconciliation perhaps is not possible. Reconciliation can only happen if they face a common threat, a threat which is to both the parties. Federal government is not interested so far in showing itself as a threat to the region. That is why federal government is not deployed. It's not deploying its federal forces to Tigray. It does not want to take sides because it does not want to be seen as a party. The politicians of TPLF on their side have shown, they have proven that they're incompetent. They are not capable to lead political scene in Tigray. Let's see where they was very restrained in his criticism, but he criticized both the groups, that both are responsible for the failure of talks. How long will this status quo continue? I mean, if they don't agree on some common ground, what will happen? Something could explode, I believe, if there is no peaceful solution. Uh, Before the second news story announcement, after around an hour, less than an hour, I'll be back with this week's second live chat. And we'll talk about the possibility of civil war in Tigray. Johar also hinted at that in an interview. Is there any real possibility of civil war in Tigray? Secondly, viewers, Somaliland's new foreign minister talked about the MOU with Ethiopia. You know that Somaliland has a new government which took office last month. Abdirahman is the new president of Wadani party. New foreign minister has been appointed to. The foreign minister has been opposing the MOU in the past when he was in opposition. Now he's a key man, he's a foreign minister. A video is in circulation of Somaliland's foreign minister. He can be heard talking about MOU with Ethiopia. Firstly, he has not seen the MOU so far. A month has passed almost since the new government took office in Somaliland. The foreign minister has not seen the MOU so far. That just shows how interested Somaliland government is in implementing the MOU. If he has not seen it, it means that maybe other senior officials of Somaliland government have not seen it as well. But he said that he would support the MOU if the MOU protects Somaliland's interests, especially if it includes recognition of Somaliland as a country. So he took a diplomatic position that Somaliland might reactivate MOU with Ethiopia if it serves Somaliland's interest. Recognition is the big demand of Somaliland. That is, I'm saying that if now Ethiopia resumes negotiations with the new government in Somaliland to implement the MOU, Abdirahman government will not agree on less than recognition. It would ask Ethiopia to recognize Somaliland as a country immediately. Perhaps Ethiopia will have to now rethink before start of any negotiation with Somalia. Ethiopia was hoping to start negotiations with Somalia under Ankara Declaration. If talks with Somalia fail and Ethiopia returns to the table with Somaliland, you could see Somaliland lay out some very tough conditions for the implementation of MOU with Somaliland. So far, one government is not interested in implementing the MOU. That is what the government people have not seen the MOU so far. Thank you for watching.